Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you doing this evening? How are things in your world? I'd love to hear from you. It is All Hallows Eve, Halloween. For those of you who aren't into that stuff, one of my favorite holidays. I love this time of year, and I think that's why Halloween's always been kind of special to me. When I was a kid, I did a lot of, I made my own costumes and stuff because we were poor. But anyway, that's not the point. It is very late though. It's like probably 10 o'clock. No, it's not. It's just after 9. So 21:15, got back from trick-or-treating, spending some time with the kids, came home, and here we are. And I don't know if you remember, I will try to remember to link the video up here. If not, look in the description or just search through the channel. A while back, I did this video about antidepressants and how they affect your dreams. And I told the story about how I was okay, and then I stopped taking the antidepressant by accident for a weekend, and then when I started again, my dreams have been crazy ever since. That's still going on. And at the time, I didn't have a good, example. I have an example. Last night, I had an extremely vivid one of these dreams, and when I woke up, it was still right in the front of my imagination, and so I spent the first 10 minutes I was awake attempting to commit as much of this to memory as I could. Now, when I say as much of this, I don't mean linear time, I mean detail and scene-specific details, so that I could try to verbally paint this picture for you of what one of these dreams is like. So here we go. That's what this is, the attempt is. And that video's done pretty well, actually. I still get quite a few comments about it from time to time. So, alright. So, the dream that I had last night, the weird part, the thing that tells me that this is one of those dreams, immediately, and I think I have that feeling when I'm in the dream. When I'm in the dream, I think I know that I'm not, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I know that I'm not awake. I know that this is something fictional. And then it unfolds. And the way that I know that is, I'm not a character in this dream. It's all third person stuff. It's almost like I'm the cameraman. But I never feel afraid, or I don't get cold or hot or windy or rain drawn or anything like that. I just feel like this disembodied person viewing this endeavor, right? So last night's dream opened with a shot out of a window of the Death Star, Star Wars Death Star exploding, or a Death Star exploding. Some Imperial March music playing. I spin, there's bad guy. Generic Star Wars bad guy. I think that this character was modeled after the guy from Rogue One, because I think he was in all white, but he was a human. It wasn't a stormtrooper. I think he had a cloak and stuff. And so it pans, and there's a bridge there. Everything in Star Wars has bridges, and so we're in this spaceship. It pans. There's the hallway, in the Death Star, not the Death Star, the Star Destroyer hallway where the mouse droids and stuff are walking. That thing happens, and then as the camera comes across, there's this bridge, okay? And this bridge, the only way I could describe this bridge, it was in Star Wars colors. It was gray and black, but it was the bridge of a bouncy house, right? This very rounded thing with that was cushiony and soft, and on this bridge is this gigantic, obese spider. And this gigantic, obese spider was eating its own web, or I guess it would be the web material, its own silk, its own spider silk, because this gigantic, obese, kind of purplish blue spider, its silk was hot dogs. on a bun, even like fully bun, this like chain of sausage, like the sausage links, like that, but had buns on it, and the spider stuffing its mouth, and the spider says to the bad guy, "Why'd you have to build another one?" And this makes bad guy go apeshit nuts, and the spider's like, they just keep blowing them up. Now who am I going to sell my hot dogs to? There's no more. There's no more workers. And so this pisses off bad guy, who like rages and goes after Spider Guy. And so now we're following Spider Guy over the bouncy house bridge as he screams, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry." And the camera kind of takes this opposite angle. So we're now on the backside of this bridge. Spider comes bounding over the bridge saying, "I'm sorry." And on the backside of this bridge, there's like teeth, I guess, like talons coming up out of the bridge for some reason. Again, it's still gray and stuff. And now we can see that the bridge leads to a beach, like there's water, ocean. And the Spider Guy uses its hot dog webs to wrap around these teeth, and because the bridge is a bouncy house, he's able to like tug and like collapse the bridge. So the bridge is like the bridge is basically a hot dog bun and then it just goes right, and I guess theoretically captures bad guy as he was coming at him. Now at this point, for some reason, bad guy is now a scorpion. But I didn't see the transformation from human to scorpion, but when the scorpion comes up out of the bridge, I recognize that that's the same bad guy. Like I don't know how I recognize that. So Spider-Man, that's not who it was. It was Hot Dog Spider, makes a few more loops around these teeth thing, collapsing the bridge tighter, trying to get away, screaming, "I'm sorry." And he comes down to the beach and he's jumping around on rocks, like still stringing it out. At some point, he finds a way to hide. And this is the only part of the dream that when I was trying to remember it, I couldn't remember. He somehow managed to hide in something. Like he was able to shrink in size and go inside of a thing. And in that, his web, like a freaking Warner Brothers cartoon, like as he was going in, he spelled out with his web, "sorry," before he like disappeared into whatever this was, and something, so another fuzzy, something came to his rescue. And that thing, I have no clue what it was, but I do know that we're like now on this beach. There's like sharks and rays in the water. Rays as in manta rays, not as in like multiple versions of Luke's daughter. Swimming in this water. And so the guy like gets the spider thing out of this hiding spot and drags him up on the beach. Only now, the spider thing is no longer a spider thing. It's just like a flopping red fish. That's the dream. That's the shit that I have to experience. And it's like, what? What? There's no, again, there's no, like, this is me in a place and I'm having this experience. That feeling doesn't happen. I don't feel like this is supposed to represent me or anything like that. It's just this bizarreness. A freaking spider that's, like, I sat at work today and tried to draw this spider, and I recognized in my dream that it was a spider. I recognized his hot dogs, but I never really got I don't recognize the way that its facial structure was made. So I tried to I don't know. But a freaking spider that spins hot dogs, that was mad that the Death Star exploded because now he doesn't have any workers to sell his hot dogs to. Like, you can't write this stuff. I've never kept a dream journal, but I'm seriously considering it. And I don't know that I could do an actual written journal because I don't know that I could get the thoughts out faster than they can vanish. Like, from the time I woke up, I like ran to the shower immediately to try to capture as much of this as possible, and I lost a lot of the details. Like the spider vanishing. I know that that happened somehow, but I can't recall it. The bad guy, I think that there was something happened between seeing him get angry at Spider Thing and then the transition to the Spider Thing collapsing the bridge. I don't know. So I think that maybe just a recorder, like a voice recorder, if I could pick it up and just try to recite as much of it as possible. Because I always feel like if I can hold on to what I'll normally do, I'll try to hold on to a detail. Like something that doesn't make sense, I capture that detail. And then once I'm awake and alert, I can kind of work backwards from there and I can kind of unlock part of the dream. But this one was just like, from the moment I woke up, there was a whole portion of it that was extremely vivid, and I tried to commit it to memory. I don't know why I felt compelled to share that. Maybe it's because it's Halloween and spider spinning hot dogs is kind of funny. I don't know. But there you go. That's my dreaming story. And maybe there's something there. Maybe I could turn that into a business. I don't know. But thank you for listening. Thank you for staying through this to the end. I hope you had a good Halloween. Let's go eat candy. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from sciencebob.com. Why do you cry when you cut onions? When you cut an onion, it releases a gas called propanethiol S oxide. When mixed with certain enzymes in the onion, it creates a sulfur gas. These gases then get into your eyes and create a mild acid, which irritates the eyes. Propanethiol.